Bam, obviously, when speaking to coach, even he said that maybe the players and the whole environment is like you guys are not even used to being out this early because obviously the past couple seasons. Can you just kind of talk about those general frustrations and how the summer is looking for you with Paris and everything?
Man, I got so much time. Uh, I don't even know what to do with it, which sounds ridiculous considering, you know, throughout the season, all we ask for is time. Uh, but this is a time where you really just reflect on the season, reflect on what happened, reflect on yourself and how you can be better and what could have been different.
Man, the defense started off a little slow for the team. Then you guys eventually picked it up and finished top five, which is where you would want to be. But when you look at the defense as a whole throughout the season, and then how you guys defended in the Boston series, was the defense as a unit up to your personal standard this year?
Uh, through in the playoffs or in the regular season. Uh, I mean that's a shaky line to go along, just because we didn't have everybody healthy. We got different lineups, different guys being out. I feel like we had the most starting lineups in the league. Yeah, like I can't really give you a answer if that makes sense. But I feel like through all the adjustments and how we had to adapt and how we had to make things work and make something out of nothing, I feel like everybody handled that well. Just because it's on the fly. There's no guarantee that somebody's gonna start. There's no guarantee that he's gonna be in or he's gonna be out. It was just we made something out of nothing on defense, and I feel like that's a special thing for a group to do.
Bam, if you have a message for the fans about your appreciation for how they showed up this year and the environment they create, what would it be?
Man, a big thank you one, just because I remember when it was actually empty. A couple years ago, my rookie year. Uh, but man, just thank you because we've had a lot of ups and downs. We have a lot of situations going on the court, off the court, and y'all still pull through and cheer for us. So it's definitely a thank you.
And what did you learn in your first year as captain?
Uh, sucks. uh, because you learn that it's not about you. It's not. You can't walk in any day and say today's about me because you can't do it because you're captain. You got to think of so many other people before you put yourself. Uh, so I feel like that's the one thing I truly learned, that it can't be about you no more.
Bam, you mentioned the defense as a whole, but looking at it from your angle from individually, um, I know you can't really track defensive growth, but being in more drop this year, knowing the fact that you could switch around and doing all those things, do you feel like you made uh, jumps for yourself where you feel like you made certain growths to even a higher level? How would you react to your individual defensive growth?
Uh, I would say being in the right place at the right time. Uh, you know, instead of work smarter instead of harder. I feel like that was my mindset. Being able to, help people before certain situations happen. Being able to actually talk everybody through a scheme. Being able to teach that scheme. And I feel like I did a great job with that. I feel like a lot of guys understand the coverages that we do now.
Bam. How long do you wait to disconnect, or like how long do you disconnect from the game, knowing that you have the Olympics in a couple months and you're part of that team, USA?
Uh, I don't think you disconnect. I feel like you still watch basketball. You still get that. I mean, you get the time off physically, but mentally, you still think about it because you got to be mentally ready. ready going into the Olympics. So it's a great opportunity. So physically, I'll take time off. Mentally, I'm going to always think about it. And then I might sneak in the gym every once in a while to calm my mind. Yes. Because I feel like this is the original form. You got the peoples in the stand. You're actually able to see people in the ceremony. You get to see what it's like to be in a different environment. So I'm excited. And then also, we win, I get another banner.
Bam, what do you think needs to be better on the offensive end for the team to get it to where you guys want it to get to?
I would say because we got out to a lot of slow starts, for us to, pick our pace up, play with pace. And then once you get to the playoffs, then that's when it starts to slow down. I feel like we played a slow pace, throughout the regular season, and it cost us some games.
I know it was just one game and out of 80, whatever it was this year, but you've worked hard on the three. Where will the moment in Detroit rank for you this season?
What was it?
Where will that rank as far as? If the Heat are in the business of you shooting 30-footers to win games, it's not really probably a sustainable method, but what was that?
I think it's sustainable.
For you?
Consider it's my first. It'll go down. It's top 5 right now, but looking to have more of those moments. It's for sure top 5 for right now.
Probably ask you a variation of this every season, but there was you against the drop coverage, you adding post ISO stuff against single coverage. There's threes this year. Every year, there's like that 10% gain in your offensive development. What is the thing that you're going to be thinking about this summer in terms of adding?
That's a great question. I mean, you can work on a lot of stuff. To pinpoint, I would say being able to coach my teammates through the offense while the game is happening. Being able to tell my teammates where to go, what to do throughout the course of the game, and really pick that up. I feel like that can only help us. Black Lives Matter, people.